Welcome to the Cognitive Psychology, Learning and Memory lesson on multilingualism and cognition. By the end of the video, you will learn about multilingualism, basic concepts, multilingualism and cognition and relations between languages and their users. You will also learn about multilingualism and thinking, the structure of multilingualism and neural mechanism of multilinguals. Multilingualism is a natural ability, just like breathing with two lungs. Everyone can learn and use multiple languages if they are in the right environment. This ability improves mental flexibility, helps in better communication, and gives a deeper understanding of different cultures. People who know many languages can interact in various social and cultural settings more effectively than those who know only one language. This broadens their global perspective and empathy. Noam Chomsky introduced the idea of the language acquisition device, which means humans are born with a tool that helps them learn languages. This tool comes with basic grammar rules that are then shaped by the languages we hear around us. When we hear a new language, the LAD activates, allowing us to understand and use the new language alongside any others we know. This process improves our communication skills and brain function. When children are exposed to multiple languages early, it not only activates their natural language skills but also integrates these languages into their thinking. This integration helps them with advanced thinking skills like better problem solving, stronger memory, and greater cultural understanding. People who know many languages can think more flexibly, adapting quickly to new situations, which is very useful in our fast-changing world. People who know many languages can switch between them easily. This ability helps them communicate better in personal, social, or work settings. They can adapt their language to fit the situation, making them excellent communicators and capable of handling multicultural interactions. This skill is essential in today's globalized world. Knowing many languages has many brain benefits. It makes the brain's control system stronger, which helps with mental flexibility and quick thinking. This system improves skills like multitasking, solving problems, and focusing. These abilities are more developed in people who know many languages compared to those who know only one. The strong control system also helps in handling complex thinking tasks efficiently. People who know many languages have both shared and separate brain pathways for each language. Early exposure to multiple languages creates a unified system that manages these languages well. Learning languages later in life creates separate pathways, which still improve mental flexibility but need more brain resources. This shows how the brain can adapt and optimize itself for multiple languages no matter when they are learned. The brain control system in people who know many languages is very advanced. It helps them switch between languages easily. This system not only supports complex language tasks but also boosts other thinking abilities like planning, solving problems quickly, and focusing. This advanced control system allows them to manage and use their language skills better than people who know only one language. Learning a new language depends on factors like age, immersion level, and usage context. Younger people exposed to a rich language environment develop better fluency and detailed language skills than those who learn later or in less immersive settings. These strong language skills also improve broader thinking abilities like abstract thinking, creativity, and problem solving. In summary, learning a new language benefits greatly from active use and social interaction in that language. Immersive environments where the language is both taught and used daily help in better learning. These environments not only improve language skills but also integrate the language deeply into the brain, enhancing overall mental flexibility and the ability to see things from different perspectives. That's all we had for this lesson. For additional information on this lesson, please look at the content below the video in the online course. To get a list of the important questions and their answers for this lesson, please refer to the guidebook by our publications provided to you with this course for free. It shows you a list of all the questions that have the highest chance of coming in your next exams based on research carried out on previous year question papers. All the best, and I'll see you in the next lesson.